Welcome to It Takes Two. I'm Blair.
And I'm Chris.
And today we'll be talking about the Braxton Season 2, Episode 6.
I need you to subscribe, like, share, comment, and all the above. Blair, you ready to walk us through this mess?
I'm ready.
Please, let's go.
Tamar thinks her sisters hate her and it's too late to rebuild the relationship.
Okay.
She is tired of taking it all. She promised herself she wouldn't come back to the show, but she did, and it's too much.
Sure.
Toni is coming with Trina to help her get some things to decorate her work office. Mm-hmm. And she calls her Toni the Braxton in the confessional. It stood out to me, so I felt like I had to say it. It's just fangirling over your sister. It's just so weird.
For one, it's weird because this is not the first time she's done this. She keeps saying, like, you are Toni the Braxton, or you are Toni Braxton, you are a superstar, all these things. Listen here, this is not the 80s. And granted, I respect Toni. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? But what Toni's doing today would be more considered a legacy act.
Yeah.
Dude, you get what I'm saying? The Braxton only applies to you, Trina. Like, you get what I'm saying? And all the older people who goes to pay for the tickets to see her. And to Blair's point, you were born, like, raised in the same house. I don't understand the whole fangirling, to your point, Blair, either.
Yeah. So Trina is trying to show Toni the size of her office on the phone. Apparently she scrolled too far and she saw Vaughn from the waist down. Toni did. Trina tells Toni that he has heart failure and it scares him because that's what his mom passed away from. Mm-hmm. She's also going to be showing Faizon Love some homes, and she talks about how her being a looky-loo with Toni gave her an interest in real estate.
Sure.
The only thing I really have to say about that is I enjoy being a looky-loo as well. Okay. When it comes to real estate and looking at houses. I don't want to be a real estate agent because they seem to work very, very hard. Very, very, very hard.
Yeah.
Around the clock.
Yeah.
It seems like a very difficult job, but I definitely like going to open houses and being nosy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The thing about being a real estate agent is you only can eat what you kill.
Right.
Right. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And if Trina's gonna put in the work, then guess what? She's gonna be amazing at it. If she's gonna treat it like a part-time job, then guess what? She gonna let that real estate license expire and move on to something else. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now, we see Towanda and Sean flying some robot helicopters. Honestly, the whole point of this scene was for them to talk about how they have somebody, Mr. Larry, who Sean knows, to possibly be a date for Miss Evelyn. And Miss Evelyn is happy to hear that she might have a possible date to the wedding. Mm-hmm.
I am very interested in, hey, what do Towanda do? No. Like it's not funny.
I agree because I feel like I really don't know these people based off of this season and these episodes. It's very surface level.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to know what Towanda do, and I want to know what Sean does. I definitely want to know what Sean do, right? Because now they are giving us this show as if they are a legacy act, right? People don't know who Towanda is. We seen Towanda, and even the time that we saw her doing the old show and things of that nature, we know you as Toni Braxton's sister. But this is an opportunity for, at least for me, for us to get to know you in a deeper and past the surface level that Blair just mentioned. So all this stuff about trying to find your mother a date and things like that. So you telling me the time
they do this every season? They have Miss E going on a date,
and it's weak, right? I think it's in Evelyn's. It's in Miss Evelyn's contract. It have to be.
Yeah,
it's weak every time I see it. So when we do get a chance to see Towanda and Sean on this version of the Braxtons, we don't see how they parent together, cope. We don't see how Sean. Basically, how we don't see their interactions at all as a couple
in the household,
but we supposed to be invested in this wedding, and where we don't really see how they interact. It's weird to me.
Yeah. So Trina is trying to cook some heart smart meals. They're also going to be sharing these recipes on her YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Vaughn ends up eating something he dropped off the floor. But he's talking about how he's been a bit moody for the past few days because he didn't want to go to the doctor.
Yeah.
He had an appointment with the doctor, but asked for some private time to talk to the doctor and asked Trina to leave out of the space. Trina was upset because she feels like, as my husband, it's important for me to know what's going going on with your health,
Okay.
so that way I can help you. So he explains that he asked the doctor if he could die from this, and the doctor told him he could if he doesn't take the necessary precautions. And Trina feels like it's, of course, her responsibility to be there for him. She really can't have him doing that whole man thing about suffering in silence when it comes to this.
Yeah, Trina, you're right and you're wrong at the same time. There's two ways to go about this, right? You need to give him the space to want to share the information with you. I understand you're at the doctor's appointment, but there is something to, hey, I want to talk to my doctor and I want to talk to my doctor alone, right? Especially if he's having fears such as death, right? In the meantime, you can do as much research as possible, as she was doing, like, the Good Heart Smart Meals and things like that. Maybe changing some of the meals that they cook on YouTube or TikTok or wherever they be. You try to be a support in that way until he becomes open enough to where he wants to share what's going on with his health. Now, overall, I do think it is the wife or spouse place to at least know what's going on, because guess what? If you do die and things of that nature, people need to know what's going on with you.
Yeah.
Dude, you get what I'm saying? Now, when you die, you leave me to figure out what's going on, and now I need to figure out if you got life insurance. I got to figure out all these other things. I do think when it comes to a spouse, there is room for the other person to know what's going on. But in this moment where he's meeting with his doctor, I had no problem with him asking for privacy with the doctor.
Yeah, I don't have an issue with him asking for privacy either. I think that Trina is irritated and kind of like probably scared and upset by it.
She's scared too, yeah.
Is because, I mean, he was having issues and allowed her to go to a whole different country.
Yeah.
So I think it's more so the fact that I don't know if I'm going to get the information if I'm not here.
She don't trust him.
And I feel like she doesn't trust him when it comes to his health because he did that. And unfortunately, it is up to Vaughn regarding his health and what he chooses to share and all that type of stuff. But when you have a spouse and somebody's life and well-being is partly connected to you, you have to be more transparent than probably you want to be. And I do think that some people and some men can be very stubborn when it comes to their health and allowing their partner to have full access and understanding of what's going on. So hopefully as Vaughn gets more education about the condition and he shows some improvement in how things are going, then maybe he can have more confidence to bring Trina in more along the way. Yeah. So especially
when it comes to them apple crisp, the things he like, the things he get imported.
He's not giving that up.
Yeah, and that's why he probably wanted to ask the doctor, hey, can you die from this? Because I got 2 packages coming from out the state with these apple crisp.
Yeah.
Yes, you can die, Yvonne. You get what I'm saying?
So Toni takes her son Denim for a fitting for Towanda's wedding. Apparently he's supposed to wear a brown suit. They got that boy in some light tan, close to white looking to me. And I was just like, that's a no-go. Both her sons are graduating from college, so she's really excited for them.
Nice.
Toni doesn't think it's right. The family can't share important moments together, and that is in reference to Tamar not being invited to Towanda's wedding anymore, even though she's going to respect Towanda's wishes.
Toni, important moments is the wedding. I thought important moments is the bachelorette party, the wedding shower, all the events that lead up to the wedding and things of that nature. Because guess what? I agree with you.
Yeah.
Right? But as far as I know, you wasn't at the bachelorette party. You wasn't at the wedding shower or like whatever it's called, all these events that is important to Towanda. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I need to ask Toni, the Braxton, of do you get to deem what's important? Or do the person that the event is basically for do they get to deem what's important? Because Toni, it seems like you are doing everything in your power to basically be like, Tamar should be here, Tamar should be here, Tamar should be here. To me, that's kind of fake. In my opinion, because for one, you know the relationship that all of y'all have. For one, you said out your mouth many times that if we wasn't related and things like that, I really wouldn't be friends with y'all. Like if we wasn't sisters and things like that, we wouldn't even talk. So this whole idea that you want Tamar to be there at Towanda's wedding, knowing that Towanda and Tamar do not get along, in my opinion, I think the feelings are very deep and it goes past just dislike. It may be hatred, allegedly. That's just my opinion, right? But the fact that this is Towanda's day and you are so keen on Tamar should be there, Tamar should be there. You haven't been respecting Towanda's day this whole time throughout this whole season.
Mm-hmm. So I think that, I don't know, I just can't take Toni seriously when it comes to her family. Toni picks and chooses what she wants to do, where she wants to be. Mm-hmm. And now she wants to low-key pick and choose Tamar being there to support Towanda. I think whatever the mom has as far as the family being a unit and not being able to really like have any respect for themselves or stand up for themselves, it is deeply ingrained in Toni as well. And the way that Toni can't see the disrespect between the siblings and the fact that certain things you can't come back from, I just don't understand.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't. Now, Towanda and Sean meet with Larry and Miss Evelyn. Eventually, they end up leaving them to have this date on their own. She is enjoying the conversation with him and actually invites him to the wedding. And he tells her he would be most honored.
Okay.
I don't think this is a love connection. It seemed to be a decent dinner, but I don't know. The combo didn't flow to me, but I don't know. They had Miss E go out with a whole bunch of different men. Not a whole bunch. I'm not trying to say it like that. I mean, but I'm just saying, like, I think Miss E likes the life that she lives. I don't know if she's looking for a serious partner. So,
I even if she is looking for a serious partner, I don't care. Yeah. Right? She went out with somebody last year. I think every season is in her contract that she goes on a date and things like that they pay for the meal. How come you just couldn't invite Larry to the wedding and then they hit it off at the wedding? Like, I just don't understand why we are wasting scenes on seeing Miss Evelyn and the stranger to where Towanda, show us the inside of your house. Let's see something. You get what I'm saying?
Now, Tamar meets with Taz, the medium. I'm going to say that again. Tamar meets with Taz, the medium. Not the counselor.
No.
Not the therapist.
No.
Not even the best friend.
No.
The medium. Tamar tells us that she heard from the showrunner that she was uninvited from, what's her name? Towanda's wedding.
Yeah.
Tamar doesn't know or doesn't want to interrupt Towanda, the best day of Towanda's life. And so she's just going to wish Towanda well.
Okay.
She is considering a Braxton sisters retreat. And Taz is explaining to Tamar that they can have an amicable situation and they don't necessarily have to be the closest of friends. She wants to walk away. She asked Tamar, how does she want to walk away from the situation, being close family or just being amicable? Tamar is choosing amicable for now, and they have to work towards the family part. But according to Tamar, healing can only happen if they're in a place to heal.
What are your thoughts?
I guess I don't really know why we're meeting with a medium to try to figure out our relationship and familial issues. It reminds me watching Tamar Get Your Life. I think she had another medium or spiritual person directing her in life coaching. And I really would love to see Tamar get with some licensed people and open up in that type of way. I mean, if she can get with Dr. Francis, I think that would be great. But she'd have to go to Huntsville, which is not that far from Atlanta.
Don't go to Dr. Francis.
Why?
Because he's a couples counselor. This is not.
Oh, I thought he did individual too.
No.
Oh, okay.
Leave Dr. Francis alone.
Okay. Otherwise, I think a retreat would be cool to see. But when these sisters get together, people just start to ice up and choke up and don't nobody want to talk about anything. So maybe it'll be a nice vacation for them, but I think it would be a boring episode for us.
Tamar's fake.
Yeah.
And Chris, you hate Tamar. No, Tamar's fake. This is the equivalent of someone giving fake effort.
Yeah.
Right? Tamar knows that she can sit with a therapist. She knows that she can sit with a licensed counselor and things of that nature. But instead, she's like, I'm gonna make it look like I'm trying to, actually build bridges. I'm gonna meet with a medium and I'm gonna get emotional and things like that. You knew when you booked this person or basically booked this person to meet with this person that you was not trying to mend the fences on either side. Right? This whole idea of like, you know what? I want Towanda to have the best day of her life and things of that nature. So that's why I'm not going to go. But allegedly you said that this is during your birthday week. You want to go come anyway. So that's why I'm like, we seen you when all of y'all are together where you're basically yelling and y'all kind of fake fighting or like whatever y'all doing to where Tony's getting in your face and you pulling Trina's wig and Towanda want to call the cops on you and press charges. I don't understand now all of a sudden you want to retreat. So why do you want to retreat when y'all was given the opportunity to talk to someone who was licensed and things of that nature? You did not want to open up. You don't want to film. You don't want to be around them. You don't want to be vulnerable. You don't want to come to no resolve. So why now on your terms? Now we got to meet with Tamar and do a retreat. No, Tamar, this is your way, in my opinion, of her trying to be the center of attention, and we go do things when I want to do it. No, Tamar, you're not trying to come to no resolve. Because if we come to a resolve, Tamar, what role will you be? Tamar loved to be the victim. So, like, if you're not the victim anymore, now you will have to actually show up and be a sister. And I don't be
accountable for your own actions.
And I don't think Tamar wanted to do that.
Yeah.
So this is fake effort.
Now Trina is showing Faizon a home, 6,000 square feet on a lake, a lot of land. He comes in making a lot of sex talk, like jokes and stuff like that, asking where he's going to cook his hamburger helper. The jokes don't bother Trina because she's used to him, and she knows at heart he's a family man looking for a place for his mother and daughter to live. Okay. He feels like the house is perfect, and he is willing to put in an offer.
Sure.
I don't have anything much to say about it. If he likes the house, it's great. Trina seemed to know things about the house, so great.
Sure. I guess this is her putting her toe into celebrity real estate. You get what I'm saying? So, sure, I'm happy for you, Trina.
Trina and a couple of Towanda's ladies of honors are getting their nails done. Yeah. And Towanda and her daughter end up arriving. Towanda went to the doctor. She jokes with them that they told her the cast couldn't come off, but then she removes the cast, and she only has to wear a brace, and she can take it off for pictures. Yeah. So.
Happy
for Towanda.
Yeah.
Toni ends up going to Denham's graduation. She also gifts him a blue Maybach.
What are your thoughts?
I thought it was great that she could go. Couldn't help but think, why can she block off time for her kids and not for her sister? I guess it's just where your priorities lie. And I feel like when it comes to Towanda and Trina, treat your sister like your sister. Hold her accountable for disappointing you. Yeah. Maybe they can't because she's funding the bill, so they have to just choke it up. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like if it's important for your sister to be at certain events, it's not. I don't think it makes any sense for you to swallow those feelings when it comes to that. And the blue Maybach, I thought it was a cool car, and I was happy that she got her son that. I feel like if your kids work hard and you have the ability to get them nice things, why not?
Yeah, I don't care about the car. Maybe. Towanda and Trina should want Toni to treat them like her children because she can make time, as Blair said, for her kids. You know what I'm saying? For the graduation. Here's the thing about it. You will make time for things that is important to you as well, right? And to Toni, for some reason, it's not important for her to support her sister in the way that her sister requests. It's not important to her. It's important that, you know, she goes to her son's graduation, which I believe is important as well. But to Blair's point, you was able to, you know what, I'm not singing today. There's no rehearsals today. But when it comes to Towanda, you know what? How about y'all just fly to where I'm going to be at anyway? And then I can book and rent some type of boat and we could go on the ocean or whatever. Hey, Captain, don't take this boat on the ocean.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
tell us we can't leave.
Yeah, exactly. And then, it just seems... It just seems like, listen here, if y'all want to continue on with this show, y'all have to be vulnerable. But the thing about it is, I think if you listen to our Married at First Sight coverage and things like that, Blair says something about Will that I think applies to this family. A lot of people may feel like there's a lot more to Will. And I think a lot of us probably feel like there's a lot more to the Braxtons. And I'm like, no, they're just dysfunctional. They just don't get along. There's no way of healing it. There's no way for them to come together.
They don't like to talk about their issues.
So it's like there's really nothing interesting about this family. Yeah. Like Toni is singing all the time. She's working all the time. Trina is over here. She's taking care of her husband and doing real estate. Towanda is... Who knows? We in season 2 and we don't know what she do. Miss Evelyn is being forced to go on these dates, and Tamar is being Tamar. Yeah, like that's literally, there's nothing deep about this family.
Yeah. So they have the rehearsal for the wedding. Of course, Toni's not there. She's on a flight on the way there. Yeah. And we see them rehearsing, walking down the aisle.
Here's my thing. I think Toni feels the freedom to feel. I think Toni feels the freedom to act the way she acts because of how her sisters treat her. when you hear Toni the Braxton, then of course I gotta make my superstar entrance. Of course I could be late and things like that. Besides us being, hey, we're gonna leave without you. Mm-hmm. Hey, you're not gonna be part of this and things like that. And guess what? If you're my sister or if you're my brother, I have the right to yell at you. I have the right to argue with you. I have a right to have conflict with you. But it just feels like they are always like, you know what? Toni can't be here. Even when Towanda is in a whole different country, right? And she's surrounded by her friends, allegedly, right? Basically, it's about, but Toni's not here. No, y'all need to treat her like a sister and be like, guess what? Toni's not here. It is what it is. I'm here with my best friends.
Yeah, she's funny acting.
She's funny acting. You get what I'm saying? Right. How come you don't treat Toni like Tamar? Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? At least
because they both not showing up.
I'm about to say, at least Tamar gave you 50,000. Wow. Mm-hmm. Treat her like Tamar, you know?
And that's all I got.
I need you to subscribe, like, share, comment, all the above. We see you.
Bye.